Now it's time for a special showcase by KECO Body Repair Products, Oklahoma, USA, the pioneer of glue pull repair or GPR. Since this is a US-based company, we will begin with a short video presentation, after which Mr. Chris White, President, KECO Body Repair Products, will join us live on Zoom for a brief interaction. He is, in fact, already on Zoom and watching the proceedings. But before I start the video, allow me to introduce Mr. White. A 25-year plus career in engineering and entrepreneurship with plastics in injection molding has culminated in Mr. White finding his passion and connection in literally bringing glue pull repair to the collision industry worldwide. Mr. White is now driven to make glue pull repair a mainstream repair method within collision. In his own words, helping technicians improve the quality of their work has been the most rewarding endeavor of my career. While it's almost lunchtime here in India, Mr. White's passion is such that he has made it a point to join us even though it is 1:30 a.m. in Oklahoma. So hats off to you, sir. Mr. White is going to join us just now to speak. So over to you, Mr. White. Welcome, sir. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello and thank you. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes, we can. Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, thank you so much. Gosh, it is so exciting to be here. Literally in 2022, I have been in 11 countries talking about what is possible with glue pull repair. I just wish that I could have been there in India with you. That would have been so great. But truly, what we are doing with glue pull repair is the least invasive, best quality way to fix a dent. And whether that be with aluminum panels, steel panels, high-strength steel panels, our system is less invasive, better quality, and we've got a video that will help you understand a bit more about it, and then I will stay here and watch the video with you. And then if you have further questions after that, we would love to entertain those questions. But again, it really is exciting to be at a place where we are establishing a global brand in a way of stopping the invasive stud welding methods and moving to a less invasive, better quality way to fix a dent on both EV vehicles and non-EV vehicles alike. So thank you so much.
Hey everybody, Chris White with KECO Body Repair Products. I'm here in our GPR training center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, in the United States of America. I wish I was there with you at IVASS. We are so excited to be part of the World Auto Forum. We just wish that we could be there, right there with you, just standing on the stage with you. But gosh, our schedule was crazy, and the opportunity to jump into this with Mr. Gerald was something that just came to us. I have been personally in 11 countries this year talking about glue pull repair. And today, what I want to bring you is a little understanding of glue pull repair, a little understanding of the KECO system, and then we'll have a video on the backside of it that shows our technique, our process, and how you can use glue pull repair on each and every repair that you're doing today, putting down that stud welder and picking up that glue gun. So let's jump right into glue pull repair, and you can see here the key benefits of GPR is we're doing no damage. We're doing no damage to the E-coat, either on the back side or the front side. It is a cold straightening repair that we're not burning the back side, we're not burning the front side like you are with stud welding, and so we're just doing less harm. And we create efficient metal flow in the process of glue pull repair, and it has everything to do with surface area. What we have in these tabs is massive surface area compared to stud welding to be able to create metal flow, right? We are not trying to exert our will over the metal like traditional collision would create traditional stud welding would create a lot of distortion by pulling on small areas and creating distortion, creating a series of highs and lows in the process of repairing. We're not doing that, so it makes it much faster. And then we always, 100% of the time, we have a repair area reduction. And what I mean by that is that with a traditional stud welding, if the size of repair area is like this, with my hands here, the first thing the technician is going to do is grind away the metal in that, or grind away the paint in that area, exposing the metal. Now, no matter how flat he gets that repair in his process, he's still going to have that size of repair to be able to fill and paint. But with glue pull repair, we are not doing any damage to that factory finish on the back side or the front side. We're going straight to that same repair that starts out this big. We put a tab in the center primary impact area. We begin to pull, knock down, creating that double action, that efficient metal flow that we spoke about before, and we shrink the size of that repair. And then when we get ready to fill it, instead of filling this sort of an area, we're filling this sort of an area, right? So we're creating efficiency in repair area reduction. The last key thing about glue pull repair is that it is so environmentally friendly compared to any other way to repair. It is this cold straightening technique where we're not using high amounts of power. We're not creating collateral damage by grinding away and putting a lot of harmful dust into the air. It's just cleaner, less invasive, and better quality, better for the technician, better for the shop, better overall for the environment. When you think about key applications, listen, this system is one system, whether it's steel, high-strength steel, or aluminum. But you guys are automotive professionals in the collision world, in the OEM world, and so you know that aluminum panels are here to stay for vehicles, but they are more difficult to repair. And the stud welding systems really struggle with aluminum just because of all the different derivatives and then all the issues of needing to have separate tools for aluminum, separate tools for steel. That all goes away with glue pull repair. We have one system, and with aluminum and steel and high strength steel, we can move it efficiently and really create the best repair possible. Another really cool thing is that we are electric vehicle safe. And you know better than I do, all of you that are part of OEMs, how much they say the entire car park, in the next 20, 30 years will be moving to electric vehicles. Many of the automakers are saying they'll stop making internal combustion engines, by sometime in the 2030s, right? So electric vehicles are here, and they're here to stay. And the thing about glue pull repair is that you don't even have to power it down to be able to make the repair. We are doing no harm. It's, again, a cold straightening technique. And so, like with stud welding, many OEMs are saying you can't weld it on our electric vehicles at all. But even if you could, you at least have to power them down. And with us, of course, there's no need for that, right? We're going straight to work. We're cleaning it and going straight to work. So, and then structural pulls. As you know, with your OEM understanding that many structural repairs really aren't even possible today. But what is possible that is in the realm of structural is glue pole repair can handle. And the reason for that is, we have 15 square inches, a tab like this, we can pull up to 2,000 pounds on. And, you can straighten some structural pieces of the body with that, right? So, and then the last thing is that not only is it applicable just for collision, which again, collision repair is our primary target for glue pole repair, but PDR technicians are using our system, and also smart repairs. And the interesting thing about smart repair is that we, with glue pole repair, are really redefining the size of smart repair in the fact that we have a program with Toyota Great Britain going on right now, that what we're doing is, smart repair typically is defined as the A4 sheet of paper, basically like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. If the repair area is larger than that, typically smart repair is not it's not a candidate for smart repair. Smart repair is not the solution. But with glue pole repair, since we're not grinding anything away, and because we get that repair area reduction, we could start with a repair that's twice the size of an A4, and with a couple of pulls, we're well within that A4 size. So in smart, Toyota has recognized that we are redefining the size of a smart repair. And so we have a program with Toyota Great Britain that is in its beta stages that we expect to roll out in all of Great Britain, and then also in Toyota Motor Europe. So anyway, exciting things. Now, I've told you a lot about glue pole repair. Let me tell you something about the KECO system in particular. And this is our level 2E, level 2 efficiency system, what we call our L2E. And it is the most comprehensive collection of glue pole repair tools that have ever been put together. And the way we've done this is all in a platform of modularity and adaptability. Because we have a polymer backbone, we're able to create a stance for our lifters in any place on the car. Cars are just not flat, right? Cars have complex contours, and because of this ball system we have on all of our lifters, we can take a stance anywhere, right? So don't want to go into all the details of what's in the system and bore you too much with that. You have a brochure sitting in front of you where you can see more of the system and a link to our website, which is kecotabs.com, where you can go and spend a lot of time with each and every tool and understand it. But what I want you to really understand about what we've created is that we've created an efficient work cell. In the fact that every tool has its place. We have this, what we call tab prints instead of footprints, but tab prints to be able to locate each and every tab, and we have them organized from large to small, from rough out to finish, all the way across here. And the idea is the technician, if there was a car here, we have everything we need within reach, right? The car here to do the work, the tab that if there's a piece of damage that we're trying to attack here, we have our heat gun to warm the panel. We're going to talk about process in a little bit. You'll see a process video in a little bit. But you have the heat gun to be able to warm the tab and warm the panel, and the infrared to be able to check the temps, and the glue gun to be able to add the glue, right? And the cleaning and release solution, and your spare glue, all exactly where you need it. Place a tab on the vehicle. Then when you go get your lifter, all the lifters are visually in front of you where you need them. Go get your lifter, put it into position. When you're finished, you put it back, right? So not only do we have the best most comprehensive solution of tools and tabs, but we've thought it out and created efficiency of movement for you. So I've told you a little bit about our 6C process and how our training can be taught in one day, and a technician can be proficient in one day. What I want to do is be able to show you that. Danny Hacker, our lead technician and trainer, is going to go over that 6C process right now. So watch this video from Danny where you can see the 6 C's at work and glue pull repair at work, and then I'll come back and wrap it up with you.
What's going on, guys? Danny Hacker here with KECO Body Repair Products. In this video, I'm going to take you step by step through the 6C process utilizing our new updated L2E system. So as you guys know, glue pull repair has been around for some time now. However, there's never been a process associated with GPR to ensure that you get those strong pulls every single time. So here at KECO, we have created this 6-step process through years of research and development to not only ensure you strong pulls, but consistency every single time. Now let's get started with this repair following that 6-step process. Our first step in the 6C process is going to be check. There are many different variables that we need to check during the first step of the 6C process. First, we always want to make sure that we are checking our OEM procedures. That will ultimately tell you the substrate and material you are working with. Now we want to fully check the extent of the damage using the shop light. So next, we want to make sure that we check our temperatures by addressing any extremes by heating or cooling, always making sure that our panel temperature is in that 75 to 85 degree range. After we've checked our panel temperatures, we now want to go ahead and plug our glue gun in, making sure that that glue gun temp is set at 385 degrees Fahrenheit or 195 degrees Celsius. Remember, we want that glue smoking hot, but we do not want it boiling. So make sure that we do not introduce any air bubbles into that glue. Now that we have completed the first step, let's go ahead and move on to the next step. Our second step in the 6C process is going to be choose. And that's just choosing your tab, lifter, and the approach that you are going to be taking while repairing the damage you are working on. Remember guys, don't overthink it. We always want to make sure that we choose a tab that is best shaped like the dent or the body line that we are working on. A good rule of thumb is to make sure that you are always inside the crowns of the damage. For instance, if I go to place my tab, I want to make sure that I see lows all the way around that tab. Now, dealing with a more stubborn material such as aluminum, it is okay to oversize the tab. When oversizing a tab, make sure we are always choosing a blue material tab. The flexible blue material is going to help aid adhesion while not locking in any crowns. Now that we have chosen our tab, let's go ahead and move on to choosing a lifter. Now remember, when choosing a lifter, you always want to make sure the feet are either outside of the repair area or the feet are sitting on the crowns, creating that double action move. For instance, if we're working on a large dent, we're going to use a large lifter. So as that dent gets smaller, so won't our tabs and lifters. Now that we have chosen our tab and lifter, let's go ahead and move on to the next step of the process. The third step in the 6C process is clean. To promote the best adhesion possible, we always recommend to buff the panel with extra cut compound. This will remove any waxes or contaminants that might be on that panel. Now that we have buffed our repair area, we want to go back over with 99% isopropyl alcohol. Remember, try not to go under 95%. 99% is going to be the most effective. Now that we have buffed the panel and cleaned the panel with 99% isopropyl alcohol, let's move on to the next step. The fourth step in the 6C process is going to be coat. We want to start by heating the panel to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. That's going to remove all that humidity and moisture that might be trapped in that panel. We also want to flash our tab as well with our heat gun. That's going to promote the best adhesion possible. Now that we have a warm panel, a warm tab, we want to go ahead and fill the tab surface completely with glue. Let's go ahead and place the tab firmly until we see that nice bead line form all the way around the tab. If we have missed on our glue application, you can always go back around that tab with glue and fill in any gaps. Now that our tab is coated and placed, we can go ahead and move on to our next step. Our fifth step in the 6C process is going to be correct. Now that our temps have dropped into that 75 to 85, we are going to now start creating metal flow. by pulling the lows and correcting the highs using our knockdown tools. Remember, if we pull too soon and that glue becomes fuzzy, this is considered a wet pull. If we wait too long, especially in the winter time, the glue will become crystallized and become rigid. That's why it's imperative that we pull in that 75 to 85 degree range. Now that we've reversed the damage and created that metal flow, we can now move on to our last and final step. The last step in our 6C process is continue. You want to continue by repeating the 6C process until you've reached your desired level of flatness. So by reducing the size of the damage, we're ultimately going to reduce the amount of filler work and materials needed to refinish that repair. Keep in mind, most of the fillers today are designed to go over OE clear coat, which in return will preserve the factory eco. Now that you've reached your desired level of flatness, you can now move on to the refinishing process. Now, thank you so much for watching. If y'all ever have any questions or issues, never hesitate to reach out to us on social media or give us a call here at KECO Body Repair Products.
Okay, you've seen the 6C video. Danny did a great job. I know those of you sitting there that are technicians, you think I could do that, right? There's so many people that we've shown that video to one time, and they say I can do that, right? So now you've seen glue pull repair, you've seen the KECO system, you've seen the process and how that works. If you have questions, again, I'm Chris White. My email is cwhite, CWHITE, at KECO, KECO.com. Reach out, please do so. You can find me on LinkedIn as well. And then of course our website is KECOtabs.com, www.KECOtabs.com. So again, thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope to see you in India sometime soon in 2023.
Right then, thank you so much, Mr. White, for being with us today. And we look forward to the opportunity of meeting you here in person soon.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much for
much.
joining
Yes.
us, and
Yep.
really
Enjoy the
supportive
rest of
of
your
you.
day.
Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right. Bye-bye.